Would you say that direct mail was broken at that point, or it just lost the value in the market?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's broken really. I mean, if we look at the mail stats are a little more complicated than they're kind of made out to be. Usually,
Mhm.
there are lots of different classes of mail, but the two primary classes of mail we talk about usually are first class mail, which is what you get if you go down to the post office and buy a retail postage stamp.
Mhm.
And the other is called, well, they're calling it marketing mail these days. They're trying to rebrand it again.
Mhm.
But before that, it was standard A. And before that, we used to call it bulk mail or even junk mail, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was mostly advertising stuff.
yeah.
And I mean, if we look over the history of the last 20 years, definitely volumes are down because of a lot of transactional mailing, right? When you sending in your check for your credit card payment or for your mortgage or whatever, a lot of that stuff has gone electronic, as it should.
Hmm.
It's faster, more efficient. You've got services like PayPal. Most banks have a bill pay kind of application. Um, so you can, that kind of makes sense. But direct mail does some things that no other medium does. And so when you're looking out over certainly the last 10 years, the volumes have been relatively consistent. And part of that is that because direct mail costs money, you have to pay postage and
Hmm.
printing. And so it's unlike some forms of email and some digital advertising where the incremental cost is almost zero, right? It's
Hmm.
very low. Um, with direct mail, because of the cost, it's always been kind of driven by return on investment, by ROI, right?
Hmm.
If the programs don't make money, if you don't see an ROI, people don't do it again. So if you can look out there at the volumes, most of that volume that's out there today is supported by returns. So
Right.
it's pretty solid. Unlike a lot of the stuff, the digital stuff, you'll see that's more speculative in nature because it doesn't cost anything to carpet bomb 3 million people. This.
Right. Yeah. Except for the labor to do it. Having the insight of how to put the technology together in order to have it
Mhm.
be effective. Assuming it's going to be effective. Um,
Right. Well, if you think about email, if you can buy into a platform that lets you do cold emails, for example,
mhm.
the incremental cost of an email it has to be a hundredth of a penny or something.
Yeah.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
Um, so in that view of the world, you can send everybody on the planet an ad for Cialis, and hope that the two people that respond are gonna pay for the service.
That's right.
So that's But we can't do that in direct mail. We need to be
Right.
very targeted and very thoughtful and put offers in front of people that are going to produce a response. And I
Right.
think we're very good at doing that.